hi there. We're headed out today. It's a beautiful Monday, and we headed out. We just decided that we're going on vacation, and we didn't really say vacation. We say road trip around here, because every time we use the V word, something bad comes up. So I can't really look at you because I'm driving right now, but I just wanted to let you know that we're headed out right now north of Chambers. We're headed north, and we're going to hope to get to Spanish Trail, Utah today. No, is that it? Spanish? Yeah, Spanish Trail, Utah today. And so we're headed north right now on 191. We're going to go through Ganado next. We're just south of Ganado. And anyway, Elaine and I are taking a little trip. We're getting away, having a vacation break for a minute, just to say we could get away. Well, anyway, we're going to keep you posted on our trip. Say hi, Elaine, so everybody knows you're there.
Hello.
There you go. She's there with us. So we're headed out, and we'll keep you posted on where we go, and let's put a little bit of the road out for you to see for just a minute. So if Elaine, you can switch it back out to the road, we'll show you where we're at. Right now we're headed to the reservation. Turn it around. So anyway, we're headed out to the reservation. It's the Navajo Res, and if you watch where we're going, don't focus too close on the road, but more out. And as we go, you'll see a hogan here and there, and different homes and whatnot, and maybe we can take a look around and show you what the countryside looks like as we go, because some of you may have never been on the Navajo Reservation, and it's a beautiful place. And anyway, the Lord's been blessing us with lots of rain lately, and we're still in Arizona. We haven't headed out of Arizona yet. We'll keep you posted when we get up to Utah. That's going to be the next state we go into. We're going to try to make it. Oops, just getting me up close or what? Anyway, we're going to try to make it as far as Spanish Trail, maybe even Salt Lake City today. And we're hoping that tonight maybe we'll get to Cracker Barrel somewhere. We're going to park behind a Cracker Barrel. We're going to see what happens. We're going to try to put ourselves right there, and we're going to go from there to West Yellowstone tomorrow, hopefully, and we're going to go check out Yellowstone National Park. And we have this thing called a senior pass that we bought for our National Park Service, and we're going to see how that works out, see if maybe getting in for free. Yeah, right. Anyway, but we bought it years ago. We've never really used it, and since we're seniors, I guess now we get to use it. Anyway, we're coming up to a spot up ahead here. Looks like there might be some flooding happen. We're going to see what happens. So, yeah, Elaine's going to show you the road here as we go, and I just want to make sure we don't get in no trouble here. When we're out on the deserts like this, flash floods can happen. We've been getting a lot of rain here in Arizona lately, and I want to show you like how the water has gouged out the land and brought it across the road. And anyway, we're coming up on a place called Wide Ruins. We're not stopping. We're going to keep on going by. Anyway, so come with us today, and come with us as we go on our trip. And anyway, perhaps maybe I get Elaine to take a look down at the next hogan we go by, and then we're going to pause this. We'll go ahead and show you what it looks like where we're at. Well, we're on the res right now still, and we're coming up to a little town. I'm not sure what the name of the town is just yet. Oh, I can't even say the name of the town, but that's okay. I want to have Elaine run the camera a little bit for me, and if there's a hogan coming up, I'd like to get you a picture of what a hogan looks like, because some people don't even know what a hogan is. And it is a Native American, I think they're like 8-sided building, generally speaking, and the door on a hogan always faces east. So when you see a hogan, you'll know it. Typically they make them out of mud. They've got logs inside, and anyhow, if Elaine can find one here. little community here. Maybe we can point one out to you what it looks like. But their door always faces to the east. Right here is one right there. And if we go past another one here, maybe she'll get a better look. That was kind of an old rundown looking one. It was nice, but it's older. And some of the newer ones are quite nice. They have asphalt shingle roofs on some of the newer ones. Some of them don't. Anyway, I don't see anything coming at this point. Okay, so off to the distance here, Elaine's going to get a picture of a hogan. You don't have to get too close. And it's a white building with multiple sides on it with a sloping roof. It's behind their regular home. It's where they do their ceremonies and different things. And typically a door on a hogan, a door on a hogan typically will be facing to the east always, so they can catch the morning sunrise. And anyway, that's all I wanted to show you, because a lot of people have never seen a hogan. They don't even know what it's all about. I don't even truly know what it's about. Typically it's a building though it's made out of logs that are all laid together, and they're chinked with mud all around the outside, and they seal pretty darn tight, and they have one stove in the middle for heat, and they live in them hogans. And typically if they're going to do ceremonies and stuff, that's where they will meet. Anyway, that's all for now, and we'll talk to you later. So I just thought maybe we ought to let you know just what we're looking at here. We're in the Navajo Reservation, still in northern Arizona. We haven't reached Utah yet, but I just thought all these vermilion kind of cliffs and everything were pretty, and I thought you might want to see them as well. As we're driving along, you kind of look and you'll see some of them that are gray and white, and then they turn to red, and it's a different kind of sandstone and a different kind of volcanic material, I guess, that makes up these mountains. I'm not sure exactly what you call them. And if you look just up ahead on the left here, we're coming up on a typical Navajo family's, not a homestead like homesteaders would call it, but it's a homestead in a pure sense of the form, because they're out in the middle of nowhere. Hang on, we'll get back to it in just a second. There's another on the right over here, but we're going to go back to this one on the left. And in the purest sense of the form, they are homesteaders like none other. Anyway, I just thought I'd point those out to you, because we're traveling through Native American, some would call them Indian, but they're not East Indian, they're Native American Indian country right now. We're coming toward Chinle. If we turn left here, there's a road that takes us to Pinon, but Chinle's up ahead. And so we'll get some more pictures and add some more to this here in a little bit as soon as we get into some different country. We're going over a rise here. As soon as we do, I want to see what we've got coming. But you can see how some of the rocks way off out to the left just poke up out of the ground. It's the darndest thing you ever saw. And when we get closer to Monument Valley and all those kind of areas, you're gonna find it pretty amazing the way this country is. And I don't know if some of the land sunk or some of the land shoved up from down in. Right up here, we're coming to a place where you can look off into the valley, and if we would have been videoing a little sooner, you could have seen how it looks like this whole area is a bowl, and it just sunk right in one day. And if we look to the right here coming up, you're going to see how it just goes on and on like that. So did the ridge that we were on push up, or did the ground fall away in here? I don't know. But if you look straight ahead, over this way, you're going to find that there's another big valley over there, and we'll come to that here in a little bit. So we'll just kind of ease along as we go. Okay, here we are. We're coming up to a town known as Chinle, Arizona. Chinlie. Anyway, we are traveling in northwestern Arizona right now, and it's the Native American country of the Navajo people. For centuries they were called Indians. We call them not Native Americans or Navajos. And I'm going to say, if they were in Canada or up north, they would be called Aboriginals, which means the original people, which they are the original people of this land. And they've lived in this country for hundreds of years. And anyway, I just want to say that on this trip, we're going to see some beautiful things, and I look forward to showing it to you. And Elaine's going to pause, and we're going to go ahead and get back to you here in just a little bit. So, okay, here we are. We just came through a little town called Many Farms, and if you take a look at the cliffs way off in the distance, you see how hazy they look and how faded. And right now we've got kind of a hazy day today in Arizona. I'm sorry to say it's this way. Plus we got lots of telephone lines in the way, and you can see a lot of Navajo homesteads, as it were, and that's very typical for out here on the reservations. People live a modest lifestyle. Now, if Elaine will kind of pan to the right of the road there, you're going to see that there's another mountain called Round Rock up ahead and off to the right. And Round Rock is a very unique mountain. I don't know how these mountains form, if they shove right up or if the rest of the valley sank down or why they're like they are. It's beautiful. And I know a lot of people have a lot of theories, and please don't hammer me for having ideas of how it could be, but you know, some people can say you can see where the water was from the great ocean at one time, and as it receded and whatnot. So be it, whatever, okay? I know that the hand of the Almighty God is a powerful and wonderful thing, and I won't try to second guess how he does and what he does, but I'm grateful that he made such a beautiful work of art for us to be able to see. Here in a little bit, we're going to come to a place called the Hole in the Wall, and I'll start this video going again, and I'll show you where we're at that point. This is a little different angle of red rock right here, or I mean round rock, I'm sorry. Anyway, I just see those little fingers that stick up off to the side of it. I just want to say, and yes, the road is very bumpy out here, folks, so please forgive all the choppiness of the film. Choppiness of the film, because that's the best we can do with this bumpy road that we're on. But anyway, we're going to come to another place down the road called the Hole in the Wall, and that's probably where we're going to pick up from on this video. And so Elaine says sorry, she can't hold the camera any stiller because we got a 3/4 ton truck pulling a big heavy trailer behind us. I'll show you a picture of that here in a little bit. And yeah, it gets pretty bumpy. Anyway, we'll talk to you in a little bit. Okay, I was wanting to get a picture of this mountain here that we have, and just so you get a better look at it now that we're up close, I'm going to have Elaine pan across and look at all these, how rough this mountain range is that we're in right here, so you can see what the countryside looks like where we're going. This is some rough country, and it's been carved by God knows how many eons or whatever time factor it is, of wind blowing through and rain coming through, and it's a lot of clay in the soil. And just thought maybe you'd find this pretty interesting here. No, we're not at Hole in the Rock yet, but it's coming still. Anyway, you have a good rest of the day. I'm going to get back to you in a bit. Bye. Well, here we are. We're going down the road. We're in northern Arizona. Probably the roughest piece of Highway 191 I've ever seen. I thought around St. John's was rough. But guess what? We're coming right up into a new state right now. So here it is. We're playing it for you. 4,980 feet in Utah. Welcome to beautiful Utah. Okay, so now you're seeing out the window what Utah really looks like when you very first go in from Arizona. Not much different, is it? All right, we're going to get back to you. Okay, folks, here's the Hole in the Rock. I told you I was going to bring you to this place. They got their own zoo from the looks of it. Pan around, show them the whole area here. And basically, what's so important about the Hole in the Rock is they got this big old hole up here in a rock, and you got a lizard on the side of the cliff as well. Kind of a neat little place to visit. We're not going to pull in there, but all the shops are built right into the side of the cliff. I hope you're noticing that. Kind of a neat little place. Anyway, some more stuff to see in Utah.